Hi all. In this session, we are going to learn about computer networks and the various topologies used in computer networks. First, we will learn about the network criteria, what all are the various physical structures used in computer networks, and we will see the different network topologies like star, network, bus, ring, mesh, etc. First, let's see what is networks. A network is a set of devices connected by communication links. These devices are also called as nodes. So in a typical network, we call all the connected devices as nodes. A node can be a computer, printer, or any other device capable of sending or receiving data generated by other nodes. Next, let's see what are the various criteria followed in computer networks. First one is the performance. As we all know that for any system, performance is a key factor. In case of computer networks, performance is defined as the rate of transferring error-free data. It is usually measured by response time. Response time is the elapsed time between the end of an inquiry and the beginning of a response. That means if the client system gives a query to the server computer, the time of submission of the query is the end of an inquiry, and whenever the server starts responding to that particular query, it's the beginning of a response. So the time elapsed between the submission of an inquiry and the beginning of a response is termed as response time. Next is network reliability. Network reliability is measured frequency of failure, the time it takes a link to recover from a failure, and the network's robustness in a catastrophe. It also ensures the accuracy of delivery. For example, if you send a packet from the server side to the client side, it should accurately deliver at the client side. If we are sending 10 packets from the server side to the client side and 9 reach accurately and 1 not reached in the client side, then the reliability of the system is 9 divided by 10, that is 0.9. Reliability is usually measured in terms of probability at which the system gives a failure-free operation. So the value of reliability is usually varies between 0 and 1. Next is security. As we all know that in network, security is a prime concern. Usually security is the protection of hardware, software and data from unauthorized access. Restricted physical access to computers, password protections, limiting user privileges and data encryption are common security methods followed in computer networks. Next is physical structures. A network is two or more devices connected through a link. A link is a communication pathway that transfers data from one device to another. There are two possible types of connections: point-to-point connection and multi-point connection. In a point-to-point connection, a direct link is established between the sender and the receiver. The entire channel capacity is dedicatedly used for transmission between those two devices. In case of a multi-point connection, there is a link between three or more devices. It is also known as multi-drop configuration. The networks having multi-point configuration are called broadcast networks. In a broadcast network, the message is sent from the server side to all the connected devices in that particular network. Every device in that particular network will receive that particular packet or that message, and it will check for the address that is mentioned in the particular packet. If it is matching with the address of that particular system, then it will accept that packet. Otherwise, it will ignore that particular packet. So this is how broadcast network works. Next is network topology. A network topology is the arrangement with which computer systems or network devices are connected to each other. There are typically four types of topology: mesh, star, bus, ring. First one is bus topology. In bus topology, all devices share single communication line or cable. It is one of the simplest form of networking where a failure of a device does not affect the other devices, but failure of the shared communication line can make all other devices stop functioning. See this figure. There will be a single bus or a single common connecting line to which all the computers are connected. So in this bus network, if a particular computer is failed, it will not affect the communication between all the other computers because they all are connected to a common bus or a common communication connecting line. Both ends of the shared channel have a line terminator. So the packets are transmitted from the sender side to the receiver side, and it will be received by all the computers in that particular bus, and after passing through all these computers, it will reach at the endpoint of this communication line, and the terminator will remove the data from that line. So that is the role of terminator. After passing through all the systems connected to that particular bus, the terminator will receive that data and it will remove the data from the line. But the disadvantage of bus network is, though there is only a single common connecting line between all the devices, if that particular line got a break, then the communication will be broken at that particular region. So if this source is sending a data to the destination and there is a break in this particular line at this point of time, then only these two systems can get the data and all the other two systems cannot receive that data because the common connecting line is broken. So this is the disadvantage of bus topology. So in order to avoid this, they have introduced a new topology, that is by joining these two endpoints together and to form a ring, that is called as ring topology. In ring topology, each host machine connects to exactly two other machines, creating a circular network structure. So every computer is connected with two other computers, though it is connected in a circular manner. See, this computer is connected to this one and this one. This computer is connected to this one and this one. Like that. So for every computer, there will be at least two other machines to which a connection is established. When one host tries to communicate or send message to a host which is not adjacent to it, the data travels through all intermediate hosts. So if this particular computer wants to send the data to this computer, it will transmit through either this way or through this way. So if this computer wants to send the data to this computer, then the data will pass through this computer also and this computer also, though it is in a circular manner. So the data will travel through all the intermediate hosts in that particular network. It is easier to connect one more device in this network by using a extra cable. It is not a difficult task to add more computers in this ring topology network. Failure of any host results in the failure of the whole ring. So if the host system is failed, then it is not possible to transmit data in a ring topology structure. Next is star topology. All hosts in star topology are connected to a central device known as hub device using a point-to-point connection. So there will be a central coordinator device or called as hub. To the central coordinator, all the computers are connected. So every data sent and received will be passing through this particular hub. For example, if this computer wants to send a data to this computer, then first this data will be received by this hub and this hub will reroute it to the destination system. The hub can be any devices like repeater, switch, bridge, router or gateway. Star topology is not expensive as to connect one more host. Only one cable is required and configuration is very simple. So star topology can be easily implemented in real-time networks. Next is mesh topology. It will overcome the disadvantages of star topology and ring topology. Mesh topology has host in point-to-point connection with every other host, or may also have host which is in point-to-point connection with a few hosts. So typically mesh technology comes in two types. First one is full mesh and next one is partially mesh. In full mesh, all the computers in the network are connected with each other. So there will be connections between all the computers in that particular network. So if there are 5 computers, then there will be 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2, that is n into n minus 1 by 2 connections. 5 into 4 by 2, that is 20 by 2, which is 10 connections will be there between this computer. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 connections are there. In partial mesh, there may not be connection between all the hosts in that particular network. See, in this network, there is no connection between this node and this node, this node and this node, etc. But usually most of the computers in that network are connected with each other. This topology exists where we need to provide reliability to some host out of all the hosts in the network. Next is tree topology, which is the combination of bus topology and star topology. It combines the best characteristics of bus topology and star topology. Here the systems are arranged in a hierarchical fashion. The topmost node in the tree topology is called as root node and all other nodes are descendants of the root node. There is only one path exists between two nodes for the data transmission. Thus, it forms a parent-child hierarchy. So there is only one path exists between two computers in this tree topology network. See, for this computer and this computer, there is only a single path. For this computer and this computer, there is only a single path. For this computer and this computer, there is only through this particular single path. So communication between any two devices can have only one path. Thank you.